All right. So in this video, just a clear disclaimer. I am going to be doing a little bit of victim blaming. It's not something that you should do. It's not something I take lightly, but here are my reasons on why people shouldn't blame Logan Paul. So the number one reason is people keep trusting him even after he is proven to have a fraudulent track record. Does anybody remember Dink Doink, the Queen? No? Am I the only one? I feel like I'm the only one that remember that. Like, you know that saying, fool me once, shame on me. You fool me twice, fool me three times, I can't get fooled again. I'm sure you've heard that somewhere, somehow, even though I just butchered it. I'm sure you've heard it somewhere. The people who blindly trusted Logan Paul and put their money into his cryptozoo scam, they kind of, I don't want to say deserve it, but they kind of like fell for it. It's kind of like somebody telling you, I'm a thief, bruh. I'm a thief. If you give me some shit, I'm just going to steal it. And then you go ahead and then they say, hey, let me borrow your wallet. And then you go ahead and you let them borrow your wallet, or you just let them go into your pocket to borrow your wallet. Does that make sense? To me, I was thinking about it because, recently coofeezilla dropped a video on Logan Paul not keeping up to his promise. Once again, if somebody tell you they're a thief, are you not going to believe them that they're a thief? Allegedly. Of course, all of this is alleged. But like, I just don't get it. Just in case, this is a refresher for the people who don't remember. This is Dink Doink. I'm not going to play the whole thing because I'm sure Logan Paul and his goons are going to take this video down. But this is Dink Doink.
Yeah, ding doink, you're my favorite coin. Why don't you come on over? Take pictures of my feet, yeah. Ding doink, you're my favorite coin. Why don't you take my little sister to the prom? Don't doink her, please.
Yeah, I remember that. That was supposed to be his pet project, something that he's really passionate about. Ding Doink. It was supposed to take the market by storm. It was supposed to change how the world works. It's supposed to take us to Mars and beyond, right? But then what happened? Same shit happened, crumbled. And of course, I know why people trust him, because of his popularity, that and his influence. I don't want to discount that. And I think people who are saying, why do people invest their money in there, are discounting the fact that YouTubers or social media influencers have a lot of influence on the people who follow them. It does not matter of the fact that he has a proven, alleged, fraudulent track record, right? With Dink Doink, now with cryptozoo. And I am certain of this. Mark my words. If he come out with another redemption arc of, here's my new NFT cryptozoo Dink Doink number 3, people are still going to invest money in there. All he got to do is come up with a new marketing strategy. Hey, we are this time I am 100% serious. I have the proper team behind me. I am dedicating this amount of money, and people are still gonna put their money on there. Are you supposed to blame Logan Paul? How can you? I'm just trying to find, like, of course Logan Paul. I'm saying that, but in the same sentence, of course, all the blame goes to Logan Paul. 100%, because he is responsible. It's like a CEO of a company. When you have a CEO of a company, everything that goes wrong, the CEO is responsible, because he is the leader of that organization, right? Or he's responsible to some fault. So there is no like, I'm not saying all of this to exclude Logan Paul at all. Not at all. That's not what I'm doing. What I'm saying is that people are falsely putting their trust into somebody who's with a proven track record, just because of his popularity and just because of how he is marketing himself. But coofeezilla followed up, because he's the one who exposed the whole thing with cryptozoo and whatnot. He stated that he made a promise that in 6 months he will follow up with Logan Paul and ensure that Logan Paul followed on his promise to repay back the money, $6+ million that he alleged to have taken or profited from this. But let's hear a snippet of coofeezilla.
No, I think the real reason Logan hasn't paid, if I had to guess, It's just because either he does not want to pay, he cannot be bothered to pay on time, or he's just stalling. All of which are unacceptable. Because let me remind you of his promise. Quote, I have committed.
Oh, I have that shit on fast forward.
more than $1.8 million for those who do not want to wait for cryptozoo to be completed. That is what he said, and the people are tired of waiting, including me. After months of trying to work behind the scenes and ask questions behind the scenes privately to him, I'm just out of ideas, and I'm stuck trying to speak to Logan in the only language I believe he understands. Self-interest. Logan, if I could speak to you for a second. Okay, bring in the camera. This isn't worth your time. Getting publicly flogged like this every 6 months? What are we going to be doing this in a year? No. Okay? It's not worth your time. It's barely worth my time. Just please pay the people back what you owe. Give them a real timeline, a real plan, and then we can all go back to pretending you've changed.
Okay. And then the last sentence he said, I want that to be like the it's like a pile of dump with a bow on top, like to make it look cute. it's a pile of shit with a bow on top, make it look cute. People will always forgive him. Like I'm saying, like a redemption arc. If he comes out tomorrow with a third project that says, hey, listen, I have change. I have the correct team. I have the X, Y, and Z person dedicated to X, Y, and blah, 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 and puts this amount of money. People are still going to fall for it. People are still going to put their money on there. Those people who put their money on there, do they not hold some kind of responsibility? I don't want to victim blame, but like for me personally, again, I keep saying it, and I'm gonna keep saying it until it's a dead horse. Just because you like somebody's videos, just because you think somebody make you laugh, because you like the way he jumped off the top rope in freaking WrestleMania, because he's a wrestler too, or just because you like the way he looks, does not make them a trustworthy person. Does not mean that they are your idol. Does not mean that you should go ahead and invest their money. I will wish them good luck. But I'm not putting my money on there. Like people are like very gullible in this day and age. And I'm just saying that those people who put their money on there blindly have a level of responsibility that they're taking. And of course, Logan Paul should pay those people their money. And he should be held accountable to the fullest extent of the law. And I agree with that, because when you don't hold him accountable, somebody who's smaller than him, who it'll probably be easier for him to fly under the radar, right? We'll take advantage of that system. We'll be like, oh, Logan Paul did it, and there was no consequence. Why not me? If Logan Paul is scamming, alleged scamming, why not me? Right? I mean, if you think about it, like if he's doing it and getting away, I think, of course, the law and the government is always so slow to catch up with all these crimes and criminals and technology, because there's so much red tape and so much process and loopholes to go through. That's for another video. But like, the government is always going to be slow in prosecuting or making laws to regulate cryptocurrency, because it's new. It's something that they don't even understand what the fuck it is. But in general, I just want to say that yes, we should blame Logan Paul. That's not what I'm saying at all. But the fact that no one is looking at Logan past with a proven track record of the things that he's done, of his character, proving his character is of who he is. At this point, when somebody tell you who they are, you believe them. That nobody is looking like, man, I'm not going to put my money in this thing. This dude has a proven track record. Those people who put their money on there should have a level of accountability, and they should hold that L. That's all I'm saying, L's are lessons. They're not necessarily losses. There are lessons. He should take that lesson. Those people who lost their money, they should take that lesson, even if they don't get their money back. If they do get some of it back, take that lesson. Either way, they're going to take that lesson, man. But yeah, me personally, I will not put my money into any financial thing that any YouTuber put out. I will buy their merch 100%. Because it's just merch. If I like their content, I'm supporting it. I will use their discount code. In fact, I have done that multiple times. Like buy, Manscaped, use discount code for my favorite YouTuber, because they get a kickback from that, right? But otherwise, bruh, I'm not doing nothing financial, investing my money in none of that. Just because I like them does not mean that they're a good person. Just because I like their content, does not mean that they're a good person. Same thing for you watching this. Just because you might like this video does not mean that you should put your trust in me, because you don't know the person behind this camera. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, I hope that makes sense. I hope that was a sound argument, because it sounds good in my head, but it might not sound as good to the people who actually got scammed, because they're alleged scammed. Your Honor, this is alleged. Alleged scam. It might not sound as good to them because, they're out of tens and thousands of dollars. It's it's easy for me to say that because, I have no money invested in it. But in general, I hope people who haven't invested in that learn the lesson. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't blindly trust people, and if somebody told you who they were, believe them. I will catch you guys later. Hope you have a great day and stay pretty.